everybody, so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out boardwalk hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action, and now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the walk. Mike Tyson's got his eye on the prize. Look at that focus and determination during his ring walk. Joe Frazier's so attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration. Slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Well timed by Mike Tyson. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Hits him in the mug with the right. A crushing two-punch combo by Joe Frazier. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. What does Joe Frazier have to do to deal with this raging fury of Mike Tyson?
You know, believe it or not, usually I make things maybe a little more sophisticated. It's the sweet science. You like to go into areas of that kind of level, that kind of science. But I think it's simple in this one. Frazier probably has to hurt Tyson, take his confidence away before he can overwhelm him.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Halfway through round number one. Flush right hand to the head. Joe Frazier's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later. And something you got to start early and stay with.
They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, this keeps up. They're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
We count down the final moments of this round. And bang, and away he goes. Perfectly executed combination. Joe Frazier's down. He's going to have to beat the count. And there's the bell. Can you believe that? He was saved by the bell. Teddy, you've been in a spot like this before as a trainer.
Right now, you know what? What do you spend time on? You want to spend time on telling him why he got in that spot, why he got hit. But first, you got to make sure he revives. You got to get him clear-minded. You got to get his senses back first.
You have to keep your hands up.
We got it.
Okay, listen. Body and head. Double up your punches. Body, then head.
You don't need that. I'll throw that away.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Frazier's cornermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
the way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He gets hit, but he gives it right back.
Let it go.
Right hand downstairs. He has his target. He lands. Big shot comes crashing home. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's all over. Frazier's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim. Tyson's able to come up with a shocker here. Out of nowhere, early on, a knockout victory.
And does it with one shot that he never saw.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10. Committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Tried to land that upstairs. That's a clean shot, able to get in with the right hand. What are some of the adjustments that can typically be made halfway through a matchup like this of speed versus speed?
Just to remind your charge, your fighter, that, hey, there's a lot more to this world, to this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start feinting a little bit? Get the guy out of position a little bit. Get him into false moves.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Lewis. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by David Haye. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Halfway through this round here. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by David Haye. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Lewis.
Keep working it down. Come on, kid.
some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Now, here's what I like about David Haye. He puts his punches together. There's another left hand from him. That's a good, solid uppercut by David Haye. Very nice work by the Englishman. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler-Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
10 seconds remaining in this round. David Haye's doing well here with that two-punch combination. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Lewis is hoping that there's no carryover of the effect of being stunned so hard in that last round to now the early moments of this round. That's a big hook to the head by Lennox Lewis. Lewis's combination punching is working well here. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lewis. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Keep moving around the ring.
Lewis is starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a three-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Well played, straight right hand. Right back to the midsection. Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on a roller coaster again, like a kid.
David Haye's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Lewis. 10 seconds to go in this round.
Watch that.
And this round comes to an end.
Nice work on the outside.
David Haye's probably sitting back right now saying, hey, I got everything figured out. Coming off of a sensational round you just saw, he was able to do some serious damage to his opponent.
Yeah, you know what really did it was that left hook to the liver, that body shot. You know, that's like going into a restaurant, you get a stain on your jacket, you know, and the stain just doesn't come out. You know, you go to your cleaners, it's still there. Those body shots, they don't come out. They stay with you round after round, and they keep doing damage. They keep paying off for you. He's got the benefit of that body work going for him.
Don't take a break with this guy, you hear me?
And round number 3 is underway. David Haye once again can't get out of the way of that uppercut. Missed the target with that hook. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Big shot he just scored with. Remember Lennox Lewis down in South Africa against the Team Rockman? Visions of that right now as the power punch landed.
1, 2.
Lewis is rising back up. That takes some guts. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by David Haye. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Good good scoring shot. It was a straight right. David Haye coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
Takes a step back, then the counter punch by David Haye.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Teddy, many times with Lennox Lewis, you get a feeling of where things are headed. It just may take a while for it to get there.
Yeah, I think it's headed to a right-hand land, so to speak, because that right hand, at the end of the day, is what Lewis is looking to connect with.
Nice strike after catching one by Lewis. Very accurate two-punch combo by David Haye. Right to the head with that right. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Looking good. He's tired. Look at him. He's so fucking tired.
So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard. David Haye earned good marks, taking all 3 rounds.
Yeah, non-eventful some of the rounds. Not a lot to separate the two guys, but I think that his jab has carried the day.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by David Haye. Look at that. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref stops the fight. David Haye in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. David Haye, your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for our main event of the... When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get...
Big shot. Boy, it is rare to say this, but Vitaly Klitschko is being outworked, outmanned, outboxed, and now he's down. There is a reason that the referee tells the knockdown fighter to take a few steps towards him. And if you look in Vitaly Klitschko's eyes, you will see that they are still cloudy. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. An accurate left by Vladimir Klitschko. Halfway through this round. Good step back counterpunch there. Vladimir Klitschko has that big, dangerous right hand. What we're seeing out of him right now is a good combination.
Yes, you're seeing good combination, and what you're seeing as the table setter is the jab. The jab is setting up that right hand. When it's time to eat, he knows.
Good combination to the body. Accurate hook. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Vitaly Klitschko's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Vladimir Klitschko's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. 10 clicks on the top. Vladimir Klitschko's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had... Vladimir Klitschko's hurt by a big shot. Oh, he's hurt. Wow! How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Oh! This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Stopping this fight. Vitaly Klitschko's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him. Never saw that coming. An early knockout victory. That's a stunner, Teddy.
So as I look at it, maybe not as surprising as everybody else is, because he came out very dry, no sweat on him at all, and he got caught cold.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Bishop's ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him. Johnson's not giving us much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Now that is fighting right there, and smart fighting, landing all 4 punches.
Keep moving.
Andre Bishop's edge is speed. He can get in and out. He can get you offensively. He can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place.
That's a massive left hand by the natural. There it is. Oh, right off the bat, he goes down. Round number 1, and he's on the floor.
Came out a little careless, and he paid a price.
Johnson's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
We've seen it many times before, and maybe this will be the time for him. When you realize just how bad a cut is, where it puts you in that desperation mode, that instant offense mode, that there's a certain urgency that has to be. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up!
Johnson's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is...
Solid. That was a big shot that scored him, and it's a big shot that they aimed him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's over. This fight is over. The Naturals come up big here. A knockout victory in the opening stanza. He just jumped all over him early on. He's probably going to mark that down as one of the highlights of his career. From out of nowhere, one single knockout punch.
Well, it's one of those punches that actually can be marked down. It's going to last in the annals of this sport. I mean, this matches up with any of the great knockouts ever in this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside. evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for tonight's main event. 10 rounds, middle. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Good work defensively by Roy Jones. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Good block by Roy. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Jones has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Excellent counterpunch by Roy Jones. When you have a lot of speed, how effective can a feint be?
Oh boy, it could be really effective because your opponent is keyed up already. Before the bell even rings, he's jumping out of his shoes. He's waiting for something to come quick. So you let him think it's coming, he's going to react to it. And then you go get him.
Red-hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library.
Sugar Ray Robinson's tagged by a right. Big shot there. Blistering combination. The speed of those punches just put him down.
They got there quicker than his hands got back to cover.
One, two.
Ray Robinson goes down, and now he's rising to his feet. Teddy, how do you think he'll react to this?
The way that Sugar Ray Robinson and a man named Sugar would react. He'll get himself together, he'll survive, kill a little time, and get back to finding a weakness in his opponent.
Robinson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Did you see that? And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
Come on, get to your feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand up, 10.
And it's over. Look at this. Roy Jones Jr.'s game plan works to perfection. The power came early. A first-round knockout victory. And just like that, Roy Jones Jr.'s thunder rains down on him with a knockout victory.
Well, one of Einstein's theories was E equals mass times speed. This was fist, hits chin, and out he goes.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center, just off the Vegas Strip, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expects... Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. He fires off the combination there, and it lands. You got to watch out for that left hand. David Haye is so dangerous in so many ways, but that left hand especially. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
David Haye's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. 90 seconds to go here in this round. David Haye's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Is there any advice that you can give in a matchup like this of speed versus speed, where maybe one guy can go and utilize a completely different tool, like try to be a power puncher on a given night, or do something ultra defensively that could be an advantage?
Yeah, misdirection. You know, the guy's going to be real keen, both guys, because they know they have somebody who's so fast in front of them. So start one hand. He's going to be looking, he's going to react. Start the right hand, just a little flinch of the right hand, throw the left hand instead. Misdirection.
Turn that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. And we come to the end of round number 1. He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
Keep your hands, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Jab your way, okay? Whatever you do.
He's ready to fire off. You can tell that that time between rounds served him well. Good combination punch by David Haye right there, and that has his corner cheering him on. David Haye's eye is really a mess now due to that cut. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, I assume.
You know, and that's the key word, assume. And a lot of people, a lot of fans do assume that you start aiming at that bullseye, so to speak. But I don't believe in that, because now all of a sudden you throw yourself off a little bit. You start pitching punches to that exact spot instead of just fighting your fight, instead of just letting the jab go in the general direction of the head, set up the other punches. You don't want to get carried away for looking to pinpoint that exact spot.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Punches and bunches. It worked out well there with that combo.
Yeah, you know, the early punches set up the late punches.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. David Haye's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Beautiful job of just timing things there with the counter punch early in this fight.
Well, timing. I'm glad you said that, timing, because timing is connected to counter punching. It wasn't beautiful.
David Haye's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Great work offensively, landing that combination by David Haye. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Last 10 seconds. A little head hunting with the right. And that's the end of round 2. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Commits to the straight right, and his nose has started to bleed. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by David Haye. David Haye's making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that were put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also, he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Teddy, you've made the point a few times that, hey, it's nice to have something where you got the superior advantage. In this case, he's got the speed. But you can't fall in love with it too much.
No, because what happens then, you're like a teenager that gets one of those sport cars. You know, he gets carried away. He doesn't respect the speed yet. And he starts to run red lights. He starts to do things that he shouldn't do. And that's what's happening here. He's starting to jump in with those quick hands. He figures he doesn't have to respect the dimensions other guys have to. And when he's jumping in, he might get caught. There might be a cop there or a punch there to nail him.
Good combination to the head. Well off the mark by David Haye. Oh, and there you go. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. He survived the round.
1, 2, 3.
You know David Haye's not going to give up easily. He beats the count here.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. All night long, this is your fight. You are in.
He's been on target with his attack. Good, accurate punching as we begin round number 4 here, and he's up 3-0 on your scorecard, Teddy.
Good counter-punching. And when you're counter-punching the right way, you're usually getting clean shots. He's getting them.
David Haye's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
Sometimes a guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. Well, he must have a real bad cut inside his mouth because there's a lot of blood now starting to come there. Good, strong combo. And now he scores well with the straight right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. He missed with that headshot. What a big shot. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
David Haye's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. He comes with the straight right hand. David Haye's known for that unorthodox style, and here in these middle rounds, it's not getting him far.
No, it's not at all. You know,
He is dead. Oh, that's gotta hurt. David Haye's battered and beaten. I don't know that this fight's gonna continue.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
over a knockout victory, unable to beat the count. To make it official, let's send it up to the ring. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds. First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Very accurate work. Three-punch combination serves him well. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. He just missed that shot up top. Solid straight right hand. A little added concern for the fighter in his corner. There's a cut above his eye.
And Joe, you never know how a fighter's going to react until he is cut. Is he going to panic? Is he going to forget about it, let his corner take care of it? We're about to find out.
Good stuff by David Haye, working his combinations well. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by David Haye. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. That's a fierce left hand that landed by David Haye. The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that. They're trying to break each other's will.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching.
Use the ring. Use it.
If I'm the fighter with high stamina fighting a fast, speedy guy like this, and you're my trainer, what are some of the things I absolutely have to remember that you told me?
When you get on the inside, you better not make silent agreements and allow the faster guy to tie you up. You better be working, starting to take some gas out of his tank.
Oh, what an exchange!
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight. Keep your hands moving. Keep busy.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. You're okay.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Use your feet.
David Haye's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. What a mess this is right now. There's blood absolutely everywhere. He's got to worry about so many fronts, including the ref or doc stopping the fight.
Yeah, but you know, that's the funny thing for a fighter, for a professional, Joe. I would argue with you. He's not supposed to worry about all those things.
No.
Now's really the time that he must not worry about any of those things.
There's a straight right hand. Good job on the 2-punch combo by David Haye.
Keep it going.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Halfway through round number 2. 2 good jabs by David Haye. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Comes right back at him with a left hand. You see, David Haye can hurt you in so many ways, but the torque on that uppercut, that can be damaging. Final 10 seconds. And we come to the end of round number 2. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
And round number 3 is underway. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. David Haye's plan may be to have more urgency at this point because that cut of his just has blood streaming all over him.
Well, there's 3 sides that can be affected. He can be affected himself by seeing his own blood. His opponent can get affected, get a little over anxious, and the judges, they could be affected a little bit by seeing that kind of blood.
He is cut badly. The blood is just flowing down from that cut, Teddy.
Yeah, if you're in the corner right now, your job is to keep the confidence level of your fighter up. Tell him, hey, listen, maybe you lied to him a little tiny bit. You say, look, it's not bad. Just don't worry about it. Do your job. We're going to take care of this.
Now, this is impressive stuff right here because he's showing us that he can counter his opponent perfectly.
And you don't have to be a big banger when you're a good counterpuncher because now you're catching the guy coming in and you're catching him real clean. So you're going to be really effective.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. David Hayes at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. And he returns on that exchange. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by David Haye. And yet another big shot comes in. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
1, 2, 3.
Minutes gone by in this round.
Keep him in front of you, okay? Don't let him move around too much. Cut the ring off and get off. And set the power shot up with the jab. You have to start doubling that.
Beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
David Hayes is coming out here after being knocked down in the last round. Teddy, what are some of the things you look for that will tell you he's on steady ground, that he looks fine?
Well, the first thing I look for is the base, the foundation. I mean, you look at a house, you want to see, and you want to make sure that that basement is solid. There's cinder blocks there. You know, you don't want to see that upper floor waving a little when there's a wind. You're looking at his legs. You want to make sure that they're steady, they're firm.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Let's see some more head movement.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. There's the combo to the body. Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Very accurate with the overhand right. David Hayes, known as a capable fighter, but right now he needs to be known as a fighter who can make adjustments. What's the one adjustment you want to see with him, Teddy?
Keep his hands up. You know, he's so used to getting away with all that speed that he has of pulling back with his hands down. You know, he's paying a price. He's been getting cut here all night long. You know, just keep your hands up. Block some of those incoming shots.
And round 4 comes to an end. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got a last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll them. He's going to blow on them. He's got to do everything.
How you feeling in here? Just stay alert.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Comes right back with some offense of his own. David Hayes got a bloody nose right now. I don't know if it's broken, but the bottom line is it's going to be a distraction. Good return fire that time. Eddie, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah.
Solid. David Haye is always so confident. Now he has to believe in himself. He needs to get up after being knocked down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
David Haye finding the energy to rise up after being rocked. A second consecutive hook to the head by David Haye. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And banging away he goes. David Haye's evening could be over soon, folks. Over. A knockout. Unable to beat the count of 10. For the official word, let's send it up to the ring. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Everybody, Joe Tessitore and Teddy. Opening round scheduled for 10. Power puncher facing a high stamina guy, a well-conditioned guy. How can the well-conditioned fighter best guard his body so that the power puncher isn't targeting him?
Well, move it. Get on his bicycle a little bit. Don't stay right in front. If that power puncher is the power puncher, that's his strength. But his weakness is he probably...
Big shot comes crashing home. And he goes down for the first time tonight. Now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
Dibs putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination scored.
Finish with a hook.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Kelly's defense is paying off now. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does. Big, big shot he just scored with. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's over. The fight is over. Billy Dibs done it. How about that? A first-round knockout victory. Oh, that's a big win. That's a big win that's going to get everybody in the division's attention. Billy Dibs' power ends this early.
You see results like this sometimes from combination, but one shot, wow.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Come on, kid, you got this one. Oh, you got this one. Some more head movement. That's my
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the State Palace Theater here in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana for tonight's main event. 10 rounds. Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Manny Pacquiao. Teddy, your expectations for Manny Pacquiao tonight?
Well, what I always expect, first of all, that he's going to be aggressive. He's going to be friendly to the eye, a guy that you want to watch, and a guy who's going to...
Look at that! Pacquiao is so aggressive that there's a risk involved. Manny just faced the risk and failed it. The power shot floored him. Manny Pacquiao's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Blocks that punch. Unbelievable work there, landing a 4-punch combo. And straight right, unable to connect. Nice block by Chavez. What does the orthodox fighter have to be conscious of guarding against that right hook from the southpaw? I mean, he's got his left hand out there, but a non-traditional defensive structure for him being set up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to remember that that punch will come from that angle, and usually he has no danger coming from that angle. So he has to make sure when he jabs, that shoulder is up against his chin. So if the hook does come, it hits the shoulder, not the chin.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chavez. Manny Pacquiao's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, right?
Yeah, in a way, but you don't want to get carried away where you're just aiming at one thing. You want to throw your punches. You don't want to go out there now, start chucking for an exact spot there. You get caught up too much in that. If it's going to land, it's going to land in that area, and the damage will be done.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Keep working. This is your fight.
Here you go.
Don't get lazy out there, okay? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight, but don't get lazy.
Pacquiao gets a chance at redemption here with a fresh round. But, Teddy, I'm always concerned as to how a fighter looks after he's been knocked down in the last round.
Well, it depends how much experience he has. And he has enough experience to handle this, to kind of shake it off, get himself together, and move forward.
What an excellent 2-punch combo by Julio Cesar Chavez. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Manny Pacquiao. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Chavez is putting forth a great combination there. You can tell now that Pacquiao's foundation survived that earthquake.
Yeah, now you're going to find out whether the upper floors have been scattered a little bit, whether they're okay. Does he continue to be aggressive like he's been early?
And now another left. Chavez is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Final minute of a round that'll go down in the history books. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. How about that 4-punch combination? A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Julio Cesar Chavez. Big shot, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
Stand
over. Fight is over. Chavez's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. Wow, the theater of the unexpected. Who would have ever expected that? Julio Cesar Chavez is one single lightning bolt of a punch ends this night early.
And it came right out of the skies, and it came right in the position where his opponent never saw it.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Remember, double up the jab.
Stand up, stand up. Use your feet.
Yourself open too much. Cover up. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up your punches. I want to see combos.
Relax, relax, relax. You gotta relax. You gotta move out there. Move, move, move.
Maldito sea, get up! You're 25, you're okay! Get up, 1, 2, 3, 4, stand 5, up, stand up, 6, 7, 8, get up, 9, get up, 10. Come on, get to your feet.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for our main event. 10 rounds in the lightweight division between Diego Corrales and Whitaker.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Corrales' cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Look at these guys, head-to-head, shoulder-to-shoulder, toe-to-toe, and body shot after body shot landing.
It's impossible to continue taking those kind of body shots, so it's going to be whoever's blocking a little bit, moving those elbows. You don't see it. It's little subtle things, but moving the elbows and blocking, they're going to have the edge.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Whitaker's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger. I wanted to be the only guy in that ring that brought that to the party.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Tremendous pace being set early on here between these two. Can't see this fight going the distance with this pace.
No, not unless something changes, like moving their heads a little bit.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Diego Corrales' 3-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Whitaker's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counter-punching. Good exchange. He fires back. He's targeting downstairs time and time again. Wow! Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
Let's go. 1, 2. Come on, baby. Where's your pride? Get up. Get up.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down. Now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Whitaker's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Oh! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
Stand up. Stand up. 2, 3, 4. Get up. 5. Come on now. 6, 7, 8. Hurry, 9. Get up. 10. Come on, man.
That's it. The fight is over. Diego Corrales' opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. Teddy, there's a lot of explaining to do here, but help me with this. Was this early knockout out of left field a product of one guy being prepared and the other guy just not ready for it?
No, obviously he wasn't ready, wasn't prepared in the gym, but I think he came out cold from the locker room, never knew what hit him.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.
Watched all his mistakes and I did my best to learn from. Change my motivation, the family's for certain. I'm not curious.